What it is, good people. What it is, good people. We are back. The High Council is back, and we got plenty to talk about. I mean, if y'all don't know why we here, just go ahead and read the description. We just your, local neighborhood guys that, and sometimes gal that gets in here and talks about the same shit y'all already be talking about. You know what I mean? Because it seems like harder and harder every day. It gets harder and harder to act like this shit is normal. Are we at war? Are we not at war? The president can't even make up his mind. Um, I thought only Congress can. Technically, we're not at war because only Congress can declare a war. But I'm starting to think we don't even have a fucking Congress because they don't do shit. They haven't done shit. Honestly, at the end of this administration, I believe that they maybe too should be brought up on motherfucking charges. Because I mean, you just laid down and let this dude do what he been doing to us. Like, I mean, your sole purpose of creation was to be an equal part of government. You know what I mean? Like,
no,
so,
did he? He been doing it. He been doing it to the country.
And they just been letting them.
Oily.
Yeah.
Slippery. Well, actually, it ain't slippery no more because we about to have no oil in a little bit, but
at all. I mean, and then he just, you know what?
We're taking the oil.
He's just unbecoming of a man, just in general. Because what does he do? What does he do? I'm gonna explain something to you. Okay. So in the Strait of Hormuz right now, where most of the oil travels, like this is a strait. The ships go through this ship, like 80 ships go through this motherfucking port a strait a day, right? It carries. We're talking about hundreds of tons of oil. You know what I mean? Like just every day. You know what I'm saying? And in the Strait of Hormuz, after Trump decided that he wanted to do whatever the fuck you call this bullshit he done to Iran that's now costing American lives. More lives than they care to tell you. We gonna get into that too, right?
Yeah.
But which I don't even know how we surprised because all this nigga has done since he got in there is lie. He lies better than a paraplegic. Damn. He lies better than a wooden board. He lies better than when you see on the graveyard where say this is where this person lies or this where he lied better than them. And they got one job is to be there. This nigga, if lying was an accolade and a skill, Trump would be the grand master. You know what I'm saying? Like he taught whoever like if it was possible, Trump would have taught God the definition of lie. Before God could name it, God would have been sitting there like, what is that nigga doing over there? That's what we're gonna call it. That's what Trump do. That's all he know how to do. That's all his mouthpiece does is lie. He don't tell the truth about shit. Trump don't tell the truth. You know, this is how you know you can't trust him. Trump ain't never came out and said we had a bad day. Trump ain't never came out and said, you know what, today just didn't go as we expected. Because he don't give you truths like that. He won't give you truth like that. This nigga really think that he got the Midas touch. He think everything that he touch turns to gold, but his whole track record shows everything that this nigga get involved with goes south. Everything. Everything. That's like this is what I don't understand. This is why I don't understand why people continue to vote for him. This nigga does not have a track record of doing anything successful. Trump is the biggest con known to man. But you know what? The Middle East gonna make him stand on that bullshit he be talking. Trump out here talking about, oh, we won the war. I thought it wasn't no war. First I thought it was just an incursion. It was a military exercise. You know why he say that though? That's an admission of guilt. That's because he know in order for the country to go to war, he's supposed to take that shit up with Congress. Congress is supposed to give the approval. So when he says, "Oh, we not at war," is because subconsciously he already know that if he quantizes that term, right, then that means that you acknowledge that you're doing some shit you ain't got no goddamn business doing. But you know, he likes plausible deniability. Like signing, like how the fuck you so smart? You sign a law, you sign into law a statute that you breaking every day. The Epstein Transparency Law Act. It can't become law unless the president sign it. And did he sign it in December? And we in March.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we still talking about percentages of files? Last time I checked, a percentage means that it's not full. A percentage is a fraction. Yes.
Unless it's 100%.
Right. Or a whole number, because a percentage is a fraction. Well, a fraction of something means that it's impartial. But I thought the Transparency Act said that you're supposed to release all the files. But not only do y'all not release all the files, y'all redact the people. Like, yo, I feel like where we at right now, whatever happened, like when Trump, like November is going to be when this shit hit the fan. November's gonna be. It's not gonna take him a couple more years to do it. It's gonna be in November because see, he's already making steps. He's already taking steps to ensure that they can cheat or they can. This nigga got every excuse about what could hypothetically happen in an election. He's so worried about cheating. Let me explain something to you, bro. Ain't nobody cheating you. The reason why you gonna lose is because people are tired of you, bro. No, nobody, bro. Trump. People don't even like you. Your people don't even like you. You done everything that you said you wasn't gonna do. You done. Like you done gave a list of the shit. Everything that you said that you wasn't gonna do was exactly what you did. Now here's the thing and why this ain't gonna work for you. And any of the Hollywood elites could have told you this before. There's what's called disclosure. So you think about when you do evil, you have to do it in front of everybody. Where you have to do it in a way that is being presented. You have to introduce it. You got to tell them. You understand that? It's called karmic balance. You cannot do something maliciously to somebody without them knowing. If you hope to be successful and not reap the karmic result of what you're doing. Why you think Hollywood put all that shit in their movies? Why you think Hollywood put all that shit in their movies? And then when you see people really do that shit, you be like, oh, you be so desensitized from it. They introduce it to you first. Mm-hmm. It's like a controlled environment. They introduce you to it first on a small scale, so that when you see it in big and in scale, you be like, oh, you don't just freak the fuck out like Men in Black, right? This is why everybody was trying to get at the whole thing with Obama and shit, right? With his latest interview with Brian Tyler Cohen, right? When he asked Obama jokingly about aliens, and Obama said, "I can't." He said, "Now aliens exist, but I've never seen any." And what he was saying to anybody was that the universe is so vast that he has no doubt that there are aliens or other life forms out there, but they have just never traveled to a point. Like we're not, like what he's basically saying, we're not hiding anything from you guys. They're just like, there may be intelligent life form out there, but we haven't made contact with them. But what does Trump do? He talked about classified documents. The nigga didn't even say there was anything. He said hypothetically, the universe is so vast.
What the fuck, bitch?
He said Maul was on an island. He was there as Mark Henry impersonator for the.
Bro, hey, bro.
That's
I didn't see none of them. Now I see.
I had to zoom in. I was like, what the fuck?
Bro, why you always be on my head, dog? God darn, I'll be chilling.
Hey, he's
on it, man. He resemble Mark Henry incredibly. That's insane.
Yeah, he did it. But all I have to say is, we all see this shit. I'm not telling you nothing you don't know in 2022. 6th and March 12th. I'm not telling you nothing that you don't know. I'm not making this shit up. Everything I just told you, you can go just look at the fucking headlines, right? Everything I just said to you, I'm not some fortune teller or some, you know what I'm saying? History has a tendency to repeat itself. That's how a lot of people, like, that's how companies like forecast who needs to be staffed the next year, right? Around that time. They look at history and data because it tends to repeat itself, which is why they collect data so they can get a forecast, which is basically an estimated guess based on historical events, right? So the shit that I'm telling you is not because I'm some kind of scientific genius or some kind of fucking prophet. I'm telling you because Trump is so dumb. You think you're the first person to try this shit that you're trying, bro? Netanyahu been trying to get the last 5 presidents to go to fucking war with Israel. I mean, go to fucking war, you know what I'm saying, with Iran. And ain't nobody did it. But you know who the one did do it? Now, he wants you to believe that the reason the other presidents wouldn't do it was because they just didn't have the wherewithal. They didn't have the balls, right? No, maybe they just didn't think with their dickhead.
Like, there's no point. Like, all these weapons of mass destruction that they claim that they have, like, bro, you already knew. You already blew they research facilities that were dealing with.
Trump lie. No, they didn't.
Well, they said they did, but so even then that's worse. So you said you blew up everything. So if you say you, like, you know what I'm saying, if you say you already took care of something and it's under rubble and it's underground or whatever, why are we over there?
Well, for one, because he's killing little kids, especially the girls' school. Let's get on that shit. Y'all do know, y'all remember hearing about how in Iran, when the strikes fell, there was a school that was fucking leveled. Y'all remember that? It was an all-girls school. It was 168 people killed.
Mm-hmm.
And they were trying to say, this is how I knew he did it. This is how I knew he did it. For one, we the ones been blowing people out the water for no fucking reason anyway. Like, right? The people that we have in charge, I don't even think they're blood hungry. I think they're people who never had sufficient power. So now they're beyond power drunk. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you give a kid some shit, like when you give a kid a firework, right? He don't have the nonsense, not he don't have the smarts to not like go around people or become a hazard or try to light the house on fire or shit like that. You get what I'm saying? You just kind of gave this person something that could potentially be hazardous and let him free, right?
Or like when you give the kid an opportunity to cuss, you be like, you tell your little nephew, niece, or whatever, you know what? I'm gonna give y'all this one opportunity. You can cuss as much as you want for the next 10 seconds. You're gonna hear every curse word. You're gonna hear every curse word under the sun,
and some new ones. Because kids, they're gonna bring something back from the last life. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna hear a mother bitch, fuck boy. Like, you like, what the fuck? I didn't even know them words go together like that. It's like when you hear a mad.
Nigga, what?
I'm not racist, but you know what I'm about to say. You ever heard a mad Asian try to cuss you out in English who just learning the language? It is the funniest shit ever. And I'm not saying this about like racism. I'm not trying to say this to be racist. I'm saying if you have a friend who is of foreign descent and they're learning, right, the English language, but as always, they learn the cuss words first because that's the first thing that you learn. Everything you shouldn't be saying, right? And then they just go in, right? You piss them off, and they just mother bitch. Like that's the one I go to because that's the one I always hear the most. I was like, you do realize you gotta finish the fucker, bro, before you get to the, you know. And then depending on how you use it, it becomes a different tense. Like it's not motherfucker bitch, it's motherfucking bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like you just gotta not to give a class on cursing properly, but you get me, right? So everybody done heard it. Everybody done heard some shit where they get mad and they start cutting. You like, yo, that shit ain't make fucking sense, right? But all that says, yes, the United States has leveled a school in Iran. And once again, I'm not just making this shit up. We gotta talk
Each
about it
day.
because they don't want you to they don't want you to they don't want us to talk. They just want to use the tax dollars to do this bullshit they got going on.
Our tax dollars was the one that shot the missile.
Yeah. So check this shit out. Who bombed the Iranian school? All right. So PBS. A look at evidence linking the U.S. to Iranian school strike on PBS.
What the fuck is PBS? Like PBS Kids? What the fuck?
Now, before we get into this, I want to remind y'all, Pete Hegseth was just under fucking investigation for blowing up motherfucking boats of people in the motherfucking in the ocean, trying to say they were drug smugglers. And then not only that, one of the international laws of the sea, bro, is that you rescue survivors. You give them an opportunity. You give them the opportunity to live, even if they're prisoners of war. You understand what I'm saying? But that's not what he did. Once again, just like the school where they double tapped. That means the first one, they had a choice to stop. It wasn't maybe all fatalities. You understand? But instead, he doubled down on the strike, meaning that he said that he ordered a second strike. Right? He was just on trial behind his. He was not on trial. He was just being scrutinized about doing this shit about the Venezuelan boats. Remember that shit? Blowing the people out of the water? Fishermen. Right? So less than a year, this nigga the fucking ordered a girls' school, bro. These are kids, bro. Kids, bro. Now I will say this. It's a problem when even gangbangers, bro, got a code of ethics that they can respect, including no kids, bro. No kids and no civilians. Even gangbangers, like so if you usually, and I'm not gonna say this for everybody because there's a lot of people that have been killed from senseless gun violence, but usually if you in gang heavy areas, you either a part of that shit or you not. And if you not, right, civilians, they stay in their lane. They don't flag, they wear neutral colors, and nobody fuck with them, bro. They civilians. You don't get, you know what I'm saying? They civilians, bro. They not active. You know what I'm saying? And it don't matter who you fucking with, bro. Usually in the streets, you fuck with a kid, bro. And the kid and gangbangers find out about that shit, bro. It's just what's called street justice. Your ass make it to the penitentiary and they find out about your ass fucking touching kids.
Oh, yeah.
Chomos and shit like that.
Chomos get dealt with, bro.
Yeah.
Off the rip.
Even criminals have a fucking code of conduct. Don't touch the fucking kids. Right? Except for our president, who just happens to have allegations of, I don't know, fucking kids. or allegations of, I don't know, killing kids. Right? Ain't this the same motherfucker? Ain't there allegations about him, about Jeffrey Epstein, and him getting underage girl pregnant? They uncle or whoever watched the girl have birth, then they killed the baby and threw him in the goddamn Lake Michigan. Remember? Y'all don't remember when I was talking about that shit in the Epstein files? Allegedly. So normally when you hear that maybe this motherfucker ordered a strike that killed kids, you'd be like, no, that sounds absurd. Who would do that? True. But then when you consider the fucking source and you consider the motherfucker, the subject, yeah, that's in line. That's in line with shit that he's been accused of doing. I've seen him do it. That's not that far from some of the shit that he's been, in the middle of. allegations. This is the same guy who last time his ass was in office, he had another scandal about trying to fuck a porn star, right? He done fucked the porn star, Stormy Daniels, right? And then tried to pay her to coerce her for not talking about it. This is the same guy.
If you ever
Fucking
try
guy.
this again, I'll have your life ended.
So all I get from this is he is a guaranteed sexual deviant. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Now listen, there's freaks. Hell, I'm a Scorpio. I ain't talking about that. This nigga's a sexual deviant, meaning that he can't control himself when he's around, like in sexual situations. Like he done already said, he's been publicly quoted grabbing by pussy, right? He done had allegations and found liable of sexually assaulting Jean Carroll, right?
If this girl, if it wasn't my daughter, she would be like,
I'd be dating her.
Like what?
Yeah, he said that. He said if she wasn't my daughter, I'd be dating her. But let's be real, he would have said fucking her if he could have. Cause this is the same guy who says sometimes you gotta grab him by the pussy.
Grab who by the pussy?
It's sickening. This is the president though. This is supposed to be our leader.
They leader.
Yeah,
right. This ain't my fucking leader. This nigga can't lead me nothing but the next motherfucking get this nigga out. Yo, what the fuck, bro? This nigga, bro. So
nigga leading us to the next slavery.
So what's crazy? This is also the same nigga who said he ain't going to heaven, bro. When you listen, I've known killers. God rest. So I've known killers, people who killed people, ain't never told me with conviction like that nigga said, I ain't going to heaven. Trump said I ain't going to heaven, like he making sure. And keep in mind, that was before he put us in the middle of a war that got people out here paying $5 a gallon for gas.
True.
Now, here's the shit that pissed me off. Why? Why did we go to war if it was not for a distraction from the Epstein files? Explain to me why. Why would he? This situation that's going on in the Middle East, it didn't have to be. Well, they were already in talks and negotiations. Iran was actually at a point where they thought they were just talking about transportation. And then these niggas bomb them. Why? What's the objective?
I've seen a few people telling everybody to get their kids not to go to war because the war is not. It's like,
bro, it's illegal.
The
war is illegal. The war is illegal, and if you participate in it, it's illegal. So I'm gonna explain something to you about UCCMG, right? All right, bro. You have a duty. Soldiers have a duty, bro. Meaning that you're held accountable to this standard. They have a duty to refuse illegal orders. You understand what that means? Whoever ordered the strike, whoever pressed the fucking button, and everybody who participated are now guilty of war crimes. You understand that? That's why they tell you that's why they tell you have a duty to refuse. Because once they start the investigation, bro, shit rolls downhill.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody who had something to do with it is held accountable. Everybody, every motherfucking person, bro. That unless you were the person who said no, I'm not doing this, your ass on the list too. Pete Hegseth, which, bro, like, I'm gonna be real with you. That nigga need to be drug tested.
He do drugs, so
you never heard me say that about anybody. But that nigga there need to be drug tested. Every time we talk to this nigga, for one, Can I ask this of anybody who might happen to pause and view this? What world do y'all live in? Because when y'all be describing these realities that y'all call yourself experiencing, I'm trying to figure out where the fuck is all of this going on at? Trump said the war over with. What war? I thought we weren't at war. I thought this was an incursion.
The spiritual war.
No, because if you were to go to war without congressional approval, you have violated the Constitution.
No, what I'm saying is it was 2 wars going on.
Oh yeah, it's always been a spiritual war, bro. That spiritual war, that spiritual war been going on since the beginning of time, bro. That's still here. That spiritual war gonna be, bro. So everything is spiritual war. Everything is spiritual war.
What I'm saying is this one just feels different. Like something after this is going to happen.
So here's some scarier. Here's something else scary to put on your plate while we just piling on. Trump thinks he's been chosen to start Armageddon. Y'all think I'm bullshitting? That's actually a common sentiment that's going around the military. Some of the generals are telling some of the fucking soldiers that they've been chosen to start Armageddon. Y'all think I'm bullshitting? Watch this.
You have been chosen to start war for the rest of your lives. Kill anyone. Yeah, man.
Reports from early March 2026 indicate that the Military Religious Freedom Foundation received over 200 complaints from the U.S. service members alleging that military commanders are framing the ongoing war with Iran as a holy war and a biblical Armageddon led by President Trump. Can we stop? Can we stop for a second and talk about this shit? That's the leader in chief.
Like a fit that them going to war. That's just him using them as puppets. This is more of
bro. I'm gonna explain something to you.
More than anything.
I'm not following that nigga into nowhere, bro. I wouldn't follow that nigga cross around the corner. Yo, I'm gonna explain some. Yo, he the head person in charge, and that's what he believes. That's scary. You don't want to follow somebody who believes they have no options. Never. Because if you feel like you got no options, what do you have to lose? Trump is about to be 80-something years old, if he's not already. He at the end of his line. He'd already served president twice. He know he ain't getting a third one. Look at how he treating this one. Right? He has fucked the Republican Party up to the point where they probably won't be able to get another candidate in for another 10, 12 years. So what does he have to lose? When he get out, anybody gonna like him anyway. His wife don't fuck him. We already know that. Right? I mean, everybody knows how his hands are now. Frisky. He can't keep it to himself. Right? He got allegations of touching people inappropriately. All for decades. Nigga been doing this shit for years. Now he shits on himself and everybody publicly knows it. You get where I'm going? This nigga don't have a call it point. You understand what I'm saying? He don't have no reason to not take it to the next level.
Let's see what he do tomorrow.
That's scary because what he do tomorrow affect all of us. Look at what he did last week and look at gas.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. People that be like, I don't do politics, bro. I'm sorry, but you're dumb. Because if you don't do politics, politics gonna do you. And
they passing out baby oil right now, looking at you like they just brought food in.
I don't do politics. I'm sorry, bro, but politics gonna end up doing you one way or another, bro.
You gonna fuck around?
Look. I guess Trump trying to make a new weight loss plan because everybody about to be walking.
What?
I'll do politics.
You gonna fuck around and sound like what's Will Smith's son named Jay? And when you see Castanet, I know you know what I'm talking about, bro.
My scary movie.
No, nigga, I'm talking about that red rule shit that Kai just went through. We gonna talk about it too. That nigga just went through his initiation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he went through his initiation. Kai one of them boys now. Yeah. If you,
Yeah,
if
but
you think I'm
I
playing,
already knew that.
if
I
you
told
think
my
I'm playing,
girlfriend that.
go watch him. He's showing the signs. He done switched over. He done got to that new money. Anytime you start hating around with Will Smith, nigga, you get initiated.
Facts.
You get initiated. And what's so troubling about it is they got another one. Kai had a platform that could have been bigger than their movement. He did. They saw that shit too. That's why it was imperative. And they sent everybody at that nigga. Everybody.
They
Everybody.
sent
They sent
everybody.
everybody at that nigga. All the mafia thought, especially that last one, how Ray J was going out. Oh, I already
For
knew his ass was coming up.
3
Oh,
years, nigga.
yeah.
They
Yeah,
was
I already knew Kai was up. Kai was up. It was his
I
time.
told my girlfriend that, like, when we first started watching them, I said, babe, this nigga is gonna be the next biggest streaming star. And I guarantee you, I said, you gotta understand, there's nothing bigger than the machine. And when you feel like you bigger than the machine, even though you feel like you're within the machine, they're gonna knock you down. So they was coming at him, even though the shit was funny. I've been watching this shit. I've always been paying attention and peeping and watching the signs.
Yeah, well, they
already knew after that Mafia Don 3 and he took that break. He said, I'll be back for a while. I won't be back for a while. It really started with LeBron James, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
Yeah. Well, so once you started seeing a certain class,
of
people come through the show,
it went from B class to A class to Excalibur.
Well, I was gonna say, let me explain something to you. Those people at that level, they don't do shit that doesn't benefit them in some way. And it's not saying that they're predatorial. It's just you gotta understand the world that they move in, right? So those people are worth money, and time is money. So anytime they're spending time that's not with family, it's because they're making money. So when you got them people coming through his show like they was, it wasn't just because they liked his personality. Nigga, he was being elevated. Not only was he being elevated, but whether he liked it or not, he was being given access to something of exquisite taste, expensive taste. And if you know, they give you ass just enough to like that shit, to start to yearn for that shit, to get used to that shit, and then they hit you with the ain't no such thing as a free honey bun, nigga.
Don't take the honey bun.
You know what I mean?
They leave it on your pillow, leave it there.
You come back in there, it's just a rapper, they go to laughing, nigga. Because they know what time it is. They want that honey bun back.
With interest.
Yeah.
I've been watching his
like Jaden did when he saw Cal.
Third channel.
Yeah.
Well, he be posting all his shit now. Like he be in Italy and shit. He been doing a lot of shit, but
you seen the line on this line on his fade up right there, right? If Kai go blind, it's finished. If Kai goes blonde hair for any reason, he's finished. If he cut off his hair,
he already cut it off.
No, I mean if he cut it off again, because see, in order to break that, the works that are going on, let's just look back over the history of people that did this shit. Britney Spears cut off all her hair. Eminem cut off all his hair. A lot of these artists have cut off all their hair, and it's usually after they find out that they're already in the game.
Mm-hmm.
That's because they have to do something with the hair. See, they're in the magic world, or they believe they're being controlled by magic or demons or spirituality or whatever, and there are certain rituals. There are certain... This shit is real, too. I know a lot of y'all be like, oh, they just talking. I'm going to be honest with you. Whether you believe it or not, I want you to understand something. There is a spiritual world. You don't believe me? How do you walk by faith? Not by sight, right?
Mm-mm.
Faith is the belief in something that you can't readily see, right? To expect it to know it's coming. That operates in the same spirit realm. And so if the spirit realm, if that spirit realm exists, right? Same thing as God, right? What would make you think there aren't other entities? Same thing as well, right? If you know God exists, then you know the devil exists, right? Because the story consists of both. They're an antagonist and a protagonist, so it has to have both. It's almost like saying if God was to destroy the devil, then neither would exist because they're necessary. It's like day and night. It's like criminals and police. You know what I'm saying? It's like you would think that they're not on the same team, but they need each other.
Mm-hmm. I would say everybody work together. That's why I don't like.
It's
That's
opposites. It's yin and yang, bro. It's opposites. Everything has an opposite
Everything.
or equal.
There
opposite.
always has to be balance.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it has to be. So with that being said, the reason why them people do that shit when they find out, bless you, is because they become aware of the rituals they've been participating in, and at first they don't believe that they in that shit. To somebody lay out the whole fucking play for them, and they can see how they've actively participated in these particular circumstances, and then they can see that they're participating in a ritual or have participated in a ritual. But that's not even the scary part. The scary part is, what was the ritual to obtain? Because if you completed the ritual, then that means that the reward was had, but probably at your demise, not at your reward. You know what I'm saying? So that's when they go to cutting off their hair and they want to, you know what I'm saying, cleanse themselves, and they denounce the music, and they stop doing whatever it is that they've gotten their blessings through. Because I'm trying to tell people, the devil in the blessing business too.
Facts. 100%.
The devil is in the blessing business too. Most of the people that you hear about sold to the devil, they always got, and it's always a two-part story. They asked the devil for some shit, made a pact, and then he delivers. Right? The thing that they asked and requested for, it happens. They get famous. But it's always the second part, because the devil don't never lose a bet. He is by definition deceptive. You understand? He's about Satan means oppressor. That's what he is. That's what the devil is an oppressor. Anybody can be a devil. Anybody can be Satan. You know what I'm saying? Satan means oppressor. So with that being said, these people realize that they've been participating in these rituals and shit, and some of them want to believe that it's just them. But then remember we was talking about LeBron and how he getting tired and he don't want to go on no more. And then remember I was talking about this other week. I said, LeBron think he did all that shit himself because he showed up at the gym. Let me ask you something. Why LeBron? Listen, and I'm not saying this to discredit him, but a nigga don't do nothing but shoot hoops. You know how many other people been shooting hoops since they was? That's like, I'm gonna explain something. Like some people, like Michael Jordan was the best basketball player that ever lived. No, he wasn't. He was the one that got a break. He was the best one to ever live to get a break, to demonstrate what he could do. But I don't doubt there's niggas in the hood better than Jordan all day. They just never got the chance to show that. They never got the chance. And I believe that if certain people had the same opportunities, there's certain people that make Jordan. I'm not gonna say he was not a fantastic basketball player. However, what I'm saying is, we're rating these people based on the opportunities they was given and what they did with them. That don't necessarily automatically make them the best. It's just you gotta quantify that shit. They're the best people who had an opportunity, who got drafted with an opportunity to do this shit. Not saying that he didn't deserve the opportunity, but is he the only one that deserves an opportunity?
Yeah, he probably declined it and had to watch.
No, but what I'm saying is there's other people out there who are probably possibly as great. And if you think I'm lying, look at the other.
No,
greats.
I'm saying you right.
Yeah.
But also them people probably had those opportunities and probably had and got those opportunities and just said no.
Or
because they knew where it lead to.
Or maybe they didn't even get the opportunity. Everybody knows somebody who's great at what they do, and you wish they would be a little further than they was, but they never seem to get the break. It's not them. It might not be for lack of trying.
They just never had the opportunity.
They just never had the opportunity to blow. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you like, damn, bro. Everybody got that homie that's like, damn, bro. You fucking get that meeting, bro. That's all it takes is one meeting, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But the meeting, even though it seems simplistic in nature and something that should be just so like right there, It just don't come. You know what
It
an
never
elevator
comes.
meeting with Diddy could do for a lot of people? Well, before the allegations, but you know what an elevator meeting with Diddy could do for a lot of people? They used to actually be a saying, like people would say, if you got on the elevator with Warren Buffett and y'all was just headed up to like 3 floors, what would be your sales pitch? Right? Shit like that. But here's the opportunity. Let me explain something. What if you got on the elevator with Warren Buffett and that nigga just got done getting bad news about his granddaughter or some shit? You don't want to hear your fucking pitch.
That's fair.
Unless your pitch is how to return life. He's trying to hear that shit.
I know a magic spell my great grandma used to use.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just this is what I'm saying. You gotta keep everything in perspective. Just because these niggas had an opportunity and they did well with it. I'm not downgrade. I'm not trying to downplay anything they did. He could have took that opportunity. Michael Jordan could have got that opportunity and rode the bench. He could have been horrible. He could have done, but he didn't do that shit. What he did do was he did retire on great numbers and come back and fuck that shit all up.
Yeah, but the Wizards.
I could give you 2 examples.
Mm-hmm.
One, I got a homeboy. I ain't gonna say his name because but he actually pretty good at what he do, music wise, DJ wise, photo wise. Like he get lots of views, clicks. He got approached one day. To come to a meeting, and he was like super excited about it. He was telling me, like, we was texting back and forth like a couple of days before he was going to go. He go to the meeting. After that meeting, he was very not excited about it anymore. Only due to the fact because one, he said when he got there, he said it was. he said everybody in the room. He said first of all, the table was shaped like an eye. It wasn't like an oval, like it was an eye, like it was a literal eye. And then people were sitting around it. He said the dude that was sitting like across from him had on a hat with an eye on it. And then everybody else had the same hat, had the same little signs. And he's like,
You had to be one of the people.
He was
the
like,
lighting ones.
He was like, I was creeped the fuck out. He was like, I declined everything and just left. He said, because if I'd have did it, the shit that they was telling me that I had to do, and he was just like, that just wasn't in my morality. I was like,
yeah, morals. Damn. My bad. What you saying, brother?
No, I was like, damn. And then like after that, we never talked about that again. Like he like right now, he doing good. He's still doing good. He know now how the industry can get you. And then now I have another friend who's an artist. It's a female. She does music. Got the same kind of meeting, but it was different. It was a different meeting. It wasn't a meeting with just a regular person. You know what she met with?
Probably Jigga. But
Dash.
Who? Dame Dash?
Dash.
Yo, I believe it. I mean, but honestly,
I said, be careful.
Well, yeah. Well, they say he on the list too. Like he one of the ones that
be careful.
But let me explain something to you, right? Just try to put this in perspective. All right. So when you do something out of love, when you do something for the love of it, it can create wonderful opportunities and a lot of strife, a lot of heartache. Because if your intention to do it out of love is greater than your intentions, your will to do it for money, then you're gonna find yourself not doing it for too long because there's a ceiling, right? In order to get past that ceiling, which you'll find in life, unfortunately, more people as you get past the ceiling, you start operating above the ceiling. The higher you go up, the lower the morals come. Because some of the people who have the most money are willing to do more than you would. Like, so there's certain things there's certain things that I feel I don't give a fuck how much money you try to offer me. I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah,
and if you offer me, if depending on what you, it's not even about what you offer me. Depending on what you're asking me to do, we may get into it. Because the fact that you believe that I would be okay to go with something like that causes me to reevaluate my relationship with you.
Might just have to shoot you.
Well, like what make you think that you could even approach me with something like this?
Right.
Crazy.
If I carry myself with some kind that misled you to believe that that's how I carry myself, I need to check that about myself. But first, I'm gonna get you to fuck up my environment, right? But then I need to check myself. Like, it's gonna just be a reflection. If you want to grow, you gotta reflect, right? But the thing is this: most people who are at high up and have worked their way up through a company that's done so in a short amount of time, normally there is some kind of morals. There's a difference in morals and ethics. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing: people who are already doing shit they ain't got no business doing, they trust more people who else are doing shit they ain't got no business doing. Okay, let me put it this way. Marley, tell me if I'm wrong. If you find out a nigga smoke weed, y'all instantly cooler a little bit. Even if y'all ain't even, y'all don't even talk like that. But the moment you come around the corner and you smell the herb and he the only nigga around the side of the building, y'all got this understanding and y'all cool. Y'all ain't even got to say shit to each other. Y'all just, you know what I mean? And y'all cool. Y'all see each other from there on out. You're like, what up, bro? Y'all gonna nod. Everything cool. Because you know what come with the risk of smoking, and you know, okay, that nigga willing to smoke, stand outside and smoke with me too. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's a difference because I know your hands not as clean either. Like, if you clean and you ain't got no, it's the same thing with criminals. Like, just being criminals. Like, most niggas, like, depending on what you're trying to get involved with, if they ain't never seen you get your hands dirty, don't trust you. You don't got nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? And so when the pressure get applied, what's gonna keep what motivation do you have to shut the fuck up? You don't have none. You know what I'm saying? Now I know that's not, people shouldn't be bonding over criminal acts, but what I'm saying is it's a level of trust and a bond that's created when a person knows for a fact. It's the same. That's the same level of bond of trust that's created when people join a fraternity because they know that you done came through the same way that you done been through the same thing, brother. I know what you're going through because I have been in your shoes. I know that you have been in my shoes. I know it's the same thing like you go through training for a job. The reason why they put everybody through this training class is they want to know that you know. You know what I'm saying? They want to know that you understand what these other people are going through before you get out there and do this shit. Right? Same shit. All right. So all that to say is another example of this shit is that Trump administration. Why it seemed like at least 30% of the administration have been to Epstein Island when the nigga was still alive and doing the shit that we all know him for doing.
Did you see the 56 women that was pledging to get the Epstein files released that was behind the council? And then they wanted it released, but then they wanted all of their crimes redacted.
Yeah. I seen that shit.
I said, bro, what the fuck is happening in this world, dog?
What we're realizing. Go ahead.
What you saying? Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. My fault. Bro, if you took part in anything that went on that island that affected people's lives in a negative way, there is no way you should get any immunity from all the things that are coming once everything finally gets out in the open. You need to get nailed to the wall just like everybody else. Ain't no immunity, nothing. You shouldn't have did it.
Well, here's the thing. If you felt so much remorse, I remember there's this famous saying my dad used to say. She pissed me off when I was a kid, but I get it as an adult. Motherfuckers be like, I'm sorry. No, you ain't sorry, motherfucker. You sorry you got caught. If you know what a sorry person would do? A sorry person would get out here and put themselves on Front Street. If you really cared about it that much, if you cared about these victims that much, you would reach out to them and say, hey, listen, I'm so sorry I participated, but I want to do everything that I can to make sure that you get justice. How can I help you? What can we do to help you? Right? And I'm still going to, bear the brunt of my punishment because I firmly believe that what I did was wrong. That's different. And that's not what's going on. What's going on is people want to play save face. They doing the same shit that happens in the first 48 when the first nigga crack. First people talk in the deal. Right? First people talk in the deal. And so people out here, we found out more and more every day that the fucking president be fucking kids. Because I feel like that's what's in there. Because at this point, what else has he done? Even if he didn't actually commit murder, right? What do you call that shit in Iraq when the school just getting bombed?
Murder.
Why America give you a medal for killing her enemies but put you in jail for killing yours?
Facts.
You give medals to Army veterans for worst days of their lives.
But if you kill one of yours, though, you going to prison. It's the same, girl. That was a loss of life, my boy. That was a loss of life. And last time I checked, only way that we know how to give life here on this earth, it was a stick. Donald Trump's really familiar with that process. I'm at a point where, we gotta call this shit. Our country has been overran by thugs and criminals, and this is not a hit to my dogs. This is like shit. The shit that Trump and his administration got away with make all my convicted felon friends look like fucking saints. None of them, the people that I fuck with, got chomo charges or allegations. The president do though. 34-time convicted felon.
That nigga going out of fucking G.
And if this nigga can become president of the United States, why they still riding my dogs who out here who done went to prison, came out, been off papers for years, and then got out here and doing their thing? Why they still want to bring it up? If the president of the United States can be accused of rape and still win elections, why y'all even bringing that shit up? Because it's like y'all do it to penalize these people after they done served their time, but y'all let this nigga become president? I'm missing it. There's a disconnect somewhere. Y'all see it too, right?
No. Yeah, like I like it doesn't 1 + 1 supposed to equal 2, but it's not adding up.
No. And here's the thing. I don't know about y'all, but I'll take a klepto in my business before I got to worry about if this nigga is actively sexually assaulting my employees. I could deal with a little theft. Hell, we'll even give him a budget, make him think he's winning. But I don't want to have to worry about if I can't see this nigga on camera. Is he sticking his hands in the crotch of the other employees? You know what I'm saying? That's a bigger suit. I feel like I don't know, man, because nowhere on earth could Obama, hell, they wouldn't have let Lincoln get away with the shit Trump doing.
Factual.
You understand?
Factual.
You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like we all see this shit. Like, what are we waiting on? Like, I don't want nothing back. Listen, I don't want nothing to happen to Trump life. I want that nigga to get the full extent of the law. I want that nigga to live like some of these immigrants is living in these goddamn concentration camps like they doing in 2026. I want that nigga to have to get up every day and dodge an alligator. I want them to put this nigga in a cell and let Bubba come in there and Epstein Trump. You understand? I want Trump to feel like the girls who was in the locker room that he walked into when they thought they were in protected space. I want Trump to feel like the people he's assaulted. Because the way that he's going about this whole thing, if he really did this cause this war so that people would stop talking about the Epstein files for a little bit, if that was his sole reason for doing this shit, nigga, you eviler than we thought. It's not bad enough that you fucked up everybody else's life. All these, bro, the amount of victims in this Epstein shit, how did one man have all of these victims? You breaking down one house, bitch, you going to jail for 10 years. This nigga had hundreds of victims. That let me know that he wasn't operating on his own. So how is only, out of all the hundreds of victims, only one bitch end up in jail? And his best friend become president. This shit don't even sound right in a nightmare. Right?
Shit is insane, bro.
This shit is worse than the Twilight fucking zone, right? Like I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? This is not Earth.
And
like,
you gotta, and mind you, these are my everyday thoughts.
Yeah, God,
everything you talking, I
be
thinking about every day. I'm like, bro, this world is fucked. Like,
here go the other thing. How you gonna lead a holy war when you've been prejudicing against 10 people since you started?
Then you gotta ask yourself, what kind of holy war coming from him?
Like he said, Trump said he was gonna do it. He was going to do it way before he actually did it. He said he was gonna do what?
He was gonna
do the war?
Yeah.
Well, no, because he was supposed to be the peaceful president. Remember, no new wars.
Who the fuck? Boy, I don't believe them motherfuckers.
Didn't they say if you vote for Kamala, your sons and daughters was gonna be off the war? You niggas didn't vote for Kamala, and where they going?
Or
let's keep in mind that none of this shit had to be. These people didn't have to go die. These people didn't. Right before Trump decided he was gonna hit that goddamn button, there were bases all around this world. Oil was coming in. Like all this shit was fine. I mean, it wasn't fine. We had Trump as a president, so it was about as fine as fuck we can deal with based on this shit. Yo, Trump has unchecked power. This nigga in the last year invaded. Yo, he just stole another fucking country's leader, which is an act of aggression and war. You understand that? You think how do you think the United States military would feel if somebody swooped in here and snatched the president? Right? Actually, I'm gonna be honest. If somebody snooped in here and snatched the president, shit, we'll have a celebration tomorrow. The whole it'll make the no kings contest look like a kids parade.
Niggas might call off work for that day. What? He's not hit, man. We out of here. Fuck these people.
I'll be the first one to put Charlie Kirk and Trump on a. I'll put Charlie Kirk and Trump on a shirt together. And Trump will be like, I tell you, and they getting younger. And Kirk be like, you just talking outside of your neck.
Oh, you can sell it for like $15 too.
That shirt gonna go crazy. Look at Maul. You like that shirt gonna go crazy, ain't it? I'm telling you, that shirt gonna go crazy, ain't it? I'm telling you, bro.
Look, for the tag on the bag, instead of saying Haynes, it's gonna say no offense.
Hey, you feel me? That shit gonna be crazy.
Yeah, we got different sizes and colors.
Yeah, boy,
hey, and then on the back, we'll have Jesus. On the back, we'll have Jesus talking to him. Hey, don't start no shit since you got up here. I had to talk to I had to pull them big favors to get you up here.
Oh my god!
All right. The shirt gonna have to be made in black so that the flames show up real good.
Oh, we could do jackets too.
Look at Mom.
Jackets, sweatsuits.
Yeah, the flames got to show up good. You know that red, it really sits on that black. You know what I mean?
Come get your new, grab him by the pussy socks.
Yeah, you know.
Jesus, Lord, Lord,
He said a pussy cloth. That's what he said.
bro, what's really good right now?
Listen, we should never.
But you gotta think when shit going on, niggas is really genuinely think about that shit.
Bro, I think what would be wild is if Trump had a thong line for women. That's how you capitalize off that. He could have spun that shit. Sometimes you gotta grab him by the. You know what I'm saying? He could have did that, and these MAGA bitches would have been wearing that shit. They've been red lace everywhere. Y'all know that. Anyway, goddamn. All I'll say is this.
You see what he said?
What? He stole Venezuela's oil to secure America and bomb another country, and he has the East Canal on lockdown. He's got total control over oil distribution globally. So, no, hold on. Let me do it. So if that's the case, my boy, you either don't have a car, you haven't been outside, or you don't live in this country. Because if he owns all the oil globally, then why the fuck did gas prices just surge here? 30%. Unless you're implying that that's intentional too. And if you know anything about Venezuela's oil, it's really, really, really cruddy. It's really, really bad oil. It takes a lot of money to manufacture that oil and to bring it to a usable medium. And if he was so smart, he wouldn't have fucked with them because everybody was telling him that shit before he did it. But he's got total control over oil distribution. So this got to be a bot because I did explain at the beginning of the fucking video that they're blowing ships up out of the Strait of Hamas, right? Did we not talk about this shit? How you
just got here, bro? He just got here.
Define globally.
It's 8:30, man. This
nigga can do regional or nothing. He just globally. I bet you got one of them hats in your closet. Are you signing up for the war?
But he could be saying that
before you pop in here, bro. You please have some Trump facts, because he don't do facts well. But if you maybe you can show him how to do it. Because we don't do all that lying and shit.
What he gonna do with it?
You looking at 3 young black males. When you grow up. I don't know if you've had this experience. I don't know who you are. But when you grow up with black parents, you learn real early on that lying shit ain't gonna cut it. It ain't gonna cut. Am I lying? No. America's gas prices is fixed. We have more reserves on secured than the Saudis have. Hold on. Please don't go anywhere. I'm gonna do this for you. I'm gonna do this for you right now. I don't know who this is. This is a troll, but I will take the engagement. Appreciate you for telling me. And in this healthy dialogue, maybe I'll learn something. Maybe I'll learn something, and I'll be wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm not perfect. But I gotta see this. It's like if you learn from Trump, you just be saying shit that you have no idea about what the fuck you talking about.
Coco.
Nearly 20% to a national average of approximately $3.50 per gallon as of March 11th or 12th, immediately following the U.S. military actions against Iran. The conflict has caused crude oil to surge past $100 a barrel, with prices rising for 11 consecutive days. Now, I know consecutive might be a big word. That means one after the other. It's been going up. I thought he had a lock on it. Price increase. The national average for a gallon of regular gasoline rose from $2.94 to $3.58 to $3.59. So we talking about a 60-cent increase. Right? And that's nothing. Wait till we get to California. Hold on.
He said something else about the terrain and Saudi.
What is California gas rate prices today?
I don't know about that.
I'm finna tell you right now. That's what they're paying right now.
Bombing the
That's what they
crap out
paying.
of-
That's what they're paying right now.
Are they bombing the Saudis?
Why are we bombing the Saudis? He said.
No, he said Tehran is bombing.
Tehran is bombing the crap out of the Saudis because America's sit on their soil. Yes. No, it's not Tehran. It's Iran. Iran is bombing USA allies and interests. So yes, what they're doing is called a war of attrition, which is smart. So one thing you gotta understand is there's different ways that people launch wars. He said America reserves will kick in 6 months out. No,
That's the part.
No. So he has some information, but let me explain something. So what Trump issued the energy oil, the oil reserves, right, to issue, it's about 120 gallons, 120,000 gallons or something like that, 120 million. I'm about to look it up so we can find out. However, at the rate that he told them to release these barrels, we're going to run out of the stockpile.
Mm-hmm. Which means
because they've stopped manufacturing oil because they have nowhere to store it because they can't ship it out.
Which means within them 6 months.
That's what said out of his own mouth. He said that's what he said out of his own mouth. Who Trump? Trump mouth only know how to lie.
Yeah,
it's your truth day at school. He don't know how to do that. His chip don't got that kind of technology.
You gotta think about it. He said he wasn't gonna start a war, and then started a war.
Oh yeah, but no. Watch this. Trump's broken promises to date.
But what I was gonna say within that 6 months, bro, like a lot of people be dead. Not even just from the army, but just from.
I want the list. No, there's a list. There was a list, an extensive list of everything this nigga done lied about. I just did an article in our last magazine. I'm gonna have to bring it up, but
Venezuela oil is the catch. So why they trying to get Venezuela oil if it's crude? That's what I don't understand.
Here's the Associated Press. Here we go.
Can you answer that?
What Trump promised in his own words. This nigga, he lies so much that they have to fact check him. These are all the lies that Trump has told. And his bullshit. So the war, hold on. Since we're gonna talk about what he said, the war in UK, could y'all remind me? Is that still going on right now?
All I know is it's a war going on.
No. Because I thought the war in Ukraine was supposed to be done on day one.
I don't know, bro.
Now my math may not be the best, but
he did promise he would stop
20,
that.
21, 22,
But no, wait, Lewis.
27, 28, 29, 30,
RPM.
31,
RPM.
1, 2, 3. Oh, that was I'm counting back from January 19th of last year. So I mean, sure, you could look at it like in God's time, what is a day, right? But I thought he was talking about in human beings' time, like the time that we all count. When are you gonna do that? And if Venezuela was the catch, right? Catch what? What is that?
That's what I'm asking them.
If Venezuela was the catch,
why are they trying to get it if we just said they got crude oil? Like, well, I don't understand why they trying to go for Venezuela oil.
If Venezuela was the catch, why are we fucking with the people over there in the Middle East?
Yeah, ain't that like the opposite way?
And let's really talk about it. The reason why he fucked with Venezuela is he thought that there was gonna be an easy win. He thought he was gonna get in there and get that oil, but he was stupid because, like all the time, he don't listen to all his briefings or advisements, right? But he thought we must be having some kind of an oil shortage because he thought that we was just gonna solve the problem by going into Venezuela and removing whoever that was and making them give us absolute access to their oil. Which
so you think he was trying to get their oil to have control
and power,
and then but this is my question: what happens after that?
No. Well, you already know what happens after this. Trump wants power for who? See, Trump never relinquishes power to anybody. Trump done sued people who done said shit he don't like. Only people that he ain't suing is anybody who's calling him a flat out rapist, right? Because then he has to do discovery, which when he opens himself up to discovery, it's gonna open the files that he don't want.
So
what power? There is no global power. Please, sir, hold on. So global power, like, sir, do you understand? Or I don't know if you're a sir or ma'am. Do you understand that there is not just a one power? There are about 3 or 4 economic, like, global powers on this world. There's China, there is Russia. The United States used to be a global superpower before Trump came in and fucked up our allies. United States was supposed to be the leader of the free world, but you remember Trump came in here and just pissed off all of our allies, right? NATO, remember that? That was a superpower. The United Nations, those are superpower. It's a global power. So when you say global power, as in you think that Trump is trying to rule the world? Explain, please, because I don't know. He's best friend with Putin anyway, so I don't think that Trump has the wherewithal to even want to declare that he has more power. I've never heard him actually say flat out that we're better than Russia. Never heard him say that ever. He done said a lot of shit. He even told a lot of lies, but I ain't never heard him say that America was better than Russia once. That's because he's a Russian asset, but we'll talk about that later.
So was Epstein.
No, because if you look at everything that Trump's did, he said that's why China, Russia, North Korea, and India is getting into the game of this war. No, sir, they've been in the game of this war. Let me explain something to you. China and Russia back Iran. All right. They have interest in the area because Iran, like, that oil that they have, that they export oil to, they don't just export it to the United States, they export it all over the world. They have interest, like, including China and Russia, which let me explain something to you as well. There was just a special envoy meeting in Miami with Russia and the special envoy to the United States. Now, it's been said that Russia gave Iran the coordinates to bomb the United States bases. So again, what are we doing? The fuck are we doing? These people playing in our face.
What you mean?
He said, no, not like it is now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like, have you? I would advise you to go study your history.
Like, I'm just asking him questions because I'm really trying to figure out, like, what he knows.
No, which I'm good. Which I'm down with too.
He got
Which
some
I'm
good.
down with.
Like,
Yeah. And I like that he's voicing his opinion. But I'm just saying it gotta be based in fact, because, bro, this is not new. China, Iran, and Russia been had relations, bro. Iran is a sovereign country that deals with multiple countries. This is not new. It's just that the reason why we got into this shit. I mean, I know you're fishing for a reason, but I'm gonna tell you why we got involved in this shit. This is Bibi Netanyahu. This is Israel. This is America. This is America and Israel been doing this shit, like they've been doing this shit for been doing this shit. But Trump was just the only one dumb enough to actually bomb and set off fucking the Iran. See, Iran is not Iraq. That's what people keep. Iraq is about this small compared to Iran, which is about this big. This motherfucker is huge. Iran is huge. It is fucking huge. I don't know if you saw the commercials, but when they not commercial, but I don't know if you saw the interview, but they asked Trump was sitting here talking about, oh, we need to do a ceasefire. Iran said, we ain't waiting for no fucking ceasefire. We ain't doing no ceasefire. They want all the smoke. Not only that, they said Trump's threatening that there might be boots on the ground eventually. He said we're waiting for them. Oh yeah, this is a different type of war. This is a different type of war. This is really, we have the wrong president for this type of shit because he always chickens out. Trump always chickens out. Yo, this is what Trump did is the equivalent of your little brother running into somebody, running into an op house and slapping them and running back to us. That's what he did. Now he wanted. Now he was just playing. He don't want no more. He done. He was just playing. He wasn't serious. Now the ops like, no, nigga, you brought that smoke. We want the smoke. And now our sons and daughters gotta be with them.
I believe that.
He said every one of them had skin in the game right up until the Straits has been shut down. Yeah, because of Israel and America has started it. Everyone had skin in the game. Yes, you're right. It's been this way for 60 years, bro.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of oil. America hasn't drilled here for a long time. And that's another thing. That's how you know Trump's full of shit. I thought he said we was gonna drill, baby, drill. We have oil here, right? The reason why we don't drill oil, for one, we're digging into the same environment for natural resources, fossil fuels, oil, right? It takes millions of years to create, and you're drilling into just like when these bombs go off. This is senseless because we're all on this rock. So you start bombing this. You start bombing this fucking planet. This planet is alive. You don't believe me? Don't the grass grow? Don't the trees grow? You can't get dead. You can't get nothing dead. I mean, you can't get nothing alive from nothing dead, bro. Like the planet is alive, and we're mistreating it. When we're at war, and we're dropping ordinances and blowing shit up and shit, like there's plate tectonics under this ground. Those impacts and shit, they cause global rifts. This is real shit. This is the butterfly effect. This is why I'm saying Trump and Netanyahu decided we're going to fucking attack Iran. And this shit had global consequences. Supply chains are being interrupted. Trump trying to give insurance to these boats so that these boats can move this oil. Talking about, if we're just gonna reinsure. First, he lied to these people and told them that the Strait of Hormuz was clear. He said tankers are being set ablaze even as we speak now. Yeah, that's what he said. Tankers are being set ablaze. Yes, you know why? He said for power and control. No, the reason why Iran is setting these tankers on ablaze is because they understand it's going to starve the United States economy. We are what's called, the dollar is known as the petrodollar, and it's what's used to keep currency around the world. Well, if that oil continues to rise, if the petroleum and the gas continues to rise, the dollar will become so expensive, and they'll have to come off of currency. So this is what I was talking about earlier about. This is what I was talking about war. There's different ways to attack a war. War is not necessarily won by bombs. Is that no, it's hitting all countries. Yes, it is hitting all countries that Trump and Netanyahu decided to do this to. Bro, before they decided to bomb them, the world had an agreement. Right or wrong. Everybody had their agreements. Not the world had agreement, but commerce is made up of business agreements. That's what commerce is. It's, I'm going to supply this to you. You pay for this for me, and we're doing this because it's going to benefit your funds are going to benefit my endeavors, and your supply and the supplies that you provide us is going to benefit our endeavors, our people. So yes, they had passed this until Trump blew it out the fucking water. This is what. So we are circling right back to what we started with from the beginning. He said it had past tense. No, you're right. Had past tense. Past tense was last week. So we back to, so now we done came all the way around. I feel like you have right ideas. You do know what's going on, but there's information missing. Like you're obviously keeping up with what's going on as far as like you're aware of the Strait of Hormuz and things that are happening. But what we're saying is this shit could have been avoided. This was not something that had to happen. This is unnecessary. This shit did not have to be this way. People did not have to be dying over this, right? And then here's the thing about where I'm getting at as. Before he started kick this shit off, he could have handled the Epstein files for one, right? But two, he wants to keep everybody focused off of that, because then you have to deal with our president has been found liable of sexual assault, and there's many documents that's possibly suggesting that he has a history of being a sexual predator. Just wait for it. Global shit is about to go down. Yeah, I know global shit about to go down. But it depends on how you look at it. Are you saying that like global shit about to go down, like you need to bunker down to make sure your family good? Or are you saying that like gas prices finna go down, like Trump said, like COVID was finna just go away the next month? Or what kind of which way are you pointing at? Because y'all remember when Trump said, "Oh, it'll be going over." Remember it was a hoax. COVID was a hoax, and all the people died. Remember that, right? He said in the worst way. Yeah, man. Hey, and regardless, and thank you for engaging with us. Regardless, I hope you and your family safe. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of where y'all at, because nobody should have to go through this. And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm an American citizen, but I stand with Iran for a couple reasons. If the tables were turned and another country bombed a school and killed 168 people, half of them at least being kids, I'd be like, go get the motherfuckers.
I fuck with you, Brody.
Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, bro. Hey, make sure you to follow, bro. We want to see you here next week. We do this every week. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you.
Yeah, you can hop in next time. Shit.
Yeah. We'll see you invite. You know what I'm saying? You can get on here with us. But I just feel like this is not the person that we should be following behind into a war. A person with no moral ethics, a person with no integrity, a person who is a stranger to the truth in any fashion, a person with a sexual deviant nature, a person who cannot be trusted. Trump is not even loyal to those loyal to him, and he has shown that over and over and over again, even to the MAGA base. Look what he did to them. He's not even loyal to them. He told these people he wasn't going to do 4 or 5 things and turned around and did all of them. He gaslit them with the Epstein files. Remember, he said that he had released them. He had influencers come to the White House and show a binder because they had the Epstein files, and it wasn't even shit that nobody hadn't already seen. And then some of the papers in there was more redacted than the shit that already publicly been available. Right? He said we was gonna end the war. This nigga done started a war. He wanted the Nobel Peace Prize when he ain't giving nobody peace. We're gonna talk about what he did to our farmers.
Mm-hmm. Fucking them over so bad, bro.
Right? No, we're not gonna talk about his administration and how corrupt these motherfuckers is. All of them got Epstein Island passes.
Put a free ski.
What about the Attorney General?
Them too?
No, I'm serious. What about fucking Pam Bondi? Like this bitch. She the head lawyer. She's the top cop in the nation. And nobody wants to deal with that bitch. Nobody wants to deal with her. And she's supposed to be the head of law enforcement. Look at what she did to the Department of Injustice. Because that's what it is now. The Department of Injustice. They don't do justice there.
That's what they wanted.
It's been weaponized. They don't do justice there. Right? I want to know, what has Trump done that he said he was going to do?
Almost like he grabbed him by the pussy.
He did hit hard on that immigration shit that he said he was going to do. He did that. He said he was going to do that. He didn't do it in the way that he said he was going to do it. He said we was going to be deporting violent criminals. Y'all y'all remember they had the little kid picture going around with the book bag. Y'all know what I'm talking about, when ICE was using kids to bait their parents to come out the house so they could lock them up. You understand what I'm saying?
No.
And everything that I'm saying, what about the 2 people that have been killed, the United States citizens that have been killed, that everybody know the names of? We're not even talking about all of the ones that have been killed, because it's been a black dude too. You know what I'm saying? It's been 2 of them actually. But we talking about, what about Renee Good in the last one? Pretty.
Yeah, they all corrupt, man. I can't even
No, I'm talking about the
name.
victims. I'm talking about the people that ICE actually fucking killed under Kristen Noem's direction.
Oh shit.
Immigration control, immigration, customs and enforcement is killing naturalized citizens that grew up here, were born here.
Peace out, brother.
Peace out, bro. He said it's a wait and see for sure, bro. I appreciate you for stopping by, man. For real, find us next time for sure. What's up?
Appreciate you for coming out. I ain't seen none of it. I had to realize y'all was talking to somebody because I did not see not one time.
I feel like I just read the comments because they be I've been seeing them.
My bad. I was responding to the comments because bro was actually in there with us. He was
No, you good. Like I feel like that's cool. Like while you was talking, I was reading the comments, making sure you feel me. You can hear like what they saying, and then you get your point across as well. So that was fun.
Nah, and listen, hey, I don't expect everybody to come in here to agree with us either. I appreciate shout out to my guy, you know what I'm saying, who came doing voices of pain. It's all good. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be a conversation just about awareness, you know what I mean? Ideas spark off of people disagreement. So, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like it was happening.
We can have a respectful conversation. We ain't gotta agree, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I think we all came to the same general consensus anyway that we finna get in some shit.
Yeah. That's not one thing we all talked about. We're definitely about to get into some shit.
But this is where I feel like it's justified though, bro. How would you feel if somebody bombed your daughters or your nieces or your where your wife worked, or if your mom was at work, they just leveled the school. Like they dropped her off that morning, and now where the school was is just rubble. And
they in the streets. They in the streets within the next 2-3 hours. Everybody getting hit.
But so this is what
they
I'm
don't
saying.
Even care.
So when Iran said, "Oh, we finna take it to y'all," bro, I ain't even mad. I'm not even mad. What I'm mad about is
hit the right people.
Like instead of all these random strikes,
just hit the White House.
Catch that nigga. Because 97% of the country wasn't with this shit. The people that y'all finna go kill and shit, like, which true enough, y'all had losses on y'all side too. But the people that y'all finna fight and shit, they don't even want to be out there.
They had 33% people willing to go for the fight, and the rest of percent, everybody was saying no, and they still went to war.
But I'm gonna show you. Because he didn't go to Congress. Because if he would have went to Congress, they would have told him no. And then if he would have done it, it would have been a bigger thing. Like, but this is what I'm saying. Like, his ass need to be, bro. He's a war criminal, bro. Trump is a fucking war criminal, bro. He add that to his list of accolades and shit. He a fucking war criminal. But not only that. What was I finna look up? Because he's a fucking war. All right, hold up.
You all right, man?
Yeah. It was a
Nah, you have been cussing all night, nigga.
Bro, this motherfucker, bro, like I really dislike this nigga, bro. Not enough
every other word.
Yeah, bro. Not enough to like do nothing to him. But you know what I'm saying? But I just, bro, like I really detest this motherfucker, bro. Like he is, to me, Trump is literally the bottom scrape of the barrel.
Facts.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I had a family member who was like Trump, like who acted like Trump, my kids would never. For me to introduce to my life would ever meet him. You understand? Like, it's one of those things that he's just a detestable human being. He's just a detestable. Like, it's just the blatant lying, the blatant, just I don't know, bro. He embodies everything that you would teach your son not to be. You be like, I don't care what you become, just don't be that.
Don't be like Trump.
Just don't be that. Like, just don't be that. Like, you could do whatever you want to do in this world. Please just don't be that. Don't be that.
I want to be the next president.
No, don't want to be that either. I can't name one president that actually did anything for the. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say. So we were talking about this last week. I firmly believe if you a tan color, this ain't your war. Sorry, I'll be honest with you. I firmly believe if you a tan color, this is not your war.
Wait, why you say that?
You got enough. You have enough to deal with here at home. And it seems like here in America, they always do shit like you take care of us and then we'll get you on the back end, but they don't never take care of nobody on the back end. That's veterans.
That back end, far away, boy, back to the very back.
Need that back end too.
Like not even back of the park, like Rosa, like you know what I'm saying, back.
Need it like rent due was last week.
I'm sorry, back. It's like how you gonna fight for a country that won't fight for you? It's still niggas getting hung. They still finding niggas hung from trees around here, bro. Right? The president sent out a past president and his wife with gorilla faces on it. This is it's crazy that this is the world that we live in, bro. A couple years ago, this was right unheard of.
Yeah, never seen.
I can't tell if we're going forward or if we falling back. It's like we're almost like a recessive trait. We're going backwards instead of going forward.
A recession.
You know what I'm saying? Like as this technology continues to develop, it's not even technology that's leading us to down the fucked up path. It's the leadership, bro. It's the leadership. And here's the thing about it. Yeah, there's another angle here. Trump cheated in that last election. I'm gonna tell you how I know.
Facts, we all know.
I'm gonna tell you how I know. Ready? Nigga, you was just voted in apparently as the president of the United States. So why are you so worried about these elections? Apparently they do work. Hold on. But no. He wants to make it. The Republican Party knows if the people vote, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. What the damage that Trump has done to the Republican Party, I don't know if you can. They might be better off just canceling the fucking party and just creating a new one. Because Republican Party, between Mike Johnson, between Donald Trump, between Pam Bondi, Pete Hegseth, what's the secretary of makeup? What's his name?
I don't know none of them whole name. I don't know nobody.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. The one who was hugging Erica Kurt.
Vance.
Whatever his name is this week.
Damn.
Because you know he didn't change his name before. Yeah. Oh, y'all know that?
A lot of people do.
Yeah, JD Vance changed his name before. Trump won't even endorse. Listen, talk about loyalty. Talk about being a unloyal motherfucker, a disloyal motherfucker, right? Every time they give Trump an opportunity to endorse Vance for the 2028 run, he bring up Mark Rubio. You won't even endorse your own vice president, but I'm gonna tell you why. That's because he never liked you, bro. You weren't there to continue the mission. You was there to help to get this nigga. Trump had a perfect formula to make sure that nigga got back in office, and he never plans to leave again. He never plans to leave again. And that's scary. Because we all know there should be a peaceful transfer of power every 4 years, unless the person was reelected, which he can't be. So I don't know I don't. You know what's crazy? I never really cared
Very
as much
exciting.
about civics and shit like that when I was in school or about the government and shit like that. But here we are in 2026 trying to figure out these bitches ain't never seen Schoolhouse Rock.
No.
I'm just a bill on Capitol Hill. You don't remember that shit?
I don't think they have. They probably watch Brothers.
Mm. Mom don't even know what I'm talking about, huh? You ain't never seen I'm Just a Bill? What? You ain't never seen Schoolhouse Rock?
Bro,
Damn,
Schoolhouse
bro.
Rock. Jack
Schoolhouse
Black
Rock.
was shit.
Schoolhouse Rock. Hold on. I'm just a bill on Capitol Hill.
Whether you're backing up your home,
Welcome.
exploring the outdoors,
Bro,
or powering the job site,
they used to teach this
Harbor
shit.
Freight is the
And this
portable
was
generators
probably
you
20 years old before this shit got shown right here.
Woo. You sure
Trump
gotta
need
climb
this
a lot
class
of
too.
steps to get to this Capitol building here in Washington. Well, I wonder who that sad little scrap of paper is.
I'm just a bill. Yes, I'm only a bill. And I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. Well, it's a long, long journey to the capital city.
I'm not gonna make you watch that as a grown person. It's more enticing as a kid, but it just tells you about the life cycle of what a bill goes through when it becomes law. Schoolhouse Rock used to teach all kinds of shit. You know what I mean? But I guarantee if you ain't seen it, these kids today ain't seen it, and they can't tell you how a law is made, how a bill is changed, how an elected official is elected, their term limits, who to contact. Most people don't even know. Like right now, how me and you complaining? Like I know if I call my state representative tomorrow, which there should be two, right? If I call them tomorrow so they can bring it up in the House of Representatives, which can turn around and make a bill, which they can try to get passed in the House of Representatives up to the Senate. When if it goes through the Senate, then it'll go up to the president, right? I know that shit from Schoolhouse Rock, but these kids, they don't know. They just know 6'7", 6'7".
That shit's so stupid, bro.
Bro, they don't even know what they don't know. But let me put it this way. For those of us who do know and are aware of what's going on, we're supposed to watch out for their best interests. That is the responsibility of an elder, right? Is to watch out for the people that come after you, right?
No, that's facts. That's
So they don't even know what they don't know. They don't know what they don't. They don't know what they don't know. What I mean by that is, if they don't know what they don't know and they're not introduced to it, they won't know when they're being played or when they're being taken advantage of, or they have the potential to be put in situations where they don't know all the options that are available to them, leading them to be mishandled or misused
or abused,
which is what they want, by the way. This cabal. These people who have doing everything they can all over the world to not get these Epstein files released. That's what they want. Did you know that they're trying to put the Department of Education under the Department of Labor? Did you know that?
I did not.
Because they want to lower the age of they want you to, like, if you're 12 now, you'll be considered an adult. Hold on, watch this.
That's insane.
The U.S. Department of Labor is expanding its role in education by partnering with the Department of Education to manage key post-secondary grants, career, and technical education programs. As of late, the Department of Labor is integrating these along with apprenticeships and job training initiatives like Job Corps and Youth Build to align education with workforce development. Why is that important? I'm gonna tell you why.
We just opened our first Jack in the Box over here.
Let me explain something to you right here. Can y'all see that?
Cheek in the box. No,
Do
we
you
still
know
see
who-
the.
Oh, y'all don't see this? Oh my bad. Y'all see that?
Yeah.
Do y'all know who John D. Rockefeller is?
Yeah.
He's the father of the school board. So at one point in time, Rockefellers owned everything, damn near. Okay, it's not just them; it's 13 families, and even though they have different last names, they're all the same family. It's an intentional plot to maintain power between 13 families. Okay, but David Rockefeller, he funded the school board. And the reason why he wanted to do this is because he wanted to have influence about what was being taught in schools, because he's most famously said, I don't want a nation of thinkers. I want a nation of workers. Now, I just told y'all the Department of Labor is now teaming up with the Department of Education. Y'all see the correlation? Do y'all see how we're getting closer and closer to achieving his dream?
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm going to show you something. Now I'm going to show you something that's scary. Imagine there's a group of people who want to obtain an objective. As a matter of fact, I'll put it this way: Chinese people do this shit too. Asian people, not just Chinese, but Asian people. They have vision. They have long vision, right? So they say the goal is to make sure that we're self-sufficient. Okay. Now, this goal may not be attainable in my lifetime, but we're gonna sit down and plan it to make sure that the generation, the lineage is taken care of. Okay. And you know what? Most other races do this shit other than us. I'm just gonna be real with you. Right? So they understand that there is a goal in mind for the lineage to reach, not just me. Right? So they take steps over generations to ensure that they get to their goal. Meaning that the grandparents will watch the babies and teach the babies the shit that the old people do, so they can take on that knowledge and carry it forward. So that they keep, you know what I'm saying? So they keep evolving. You know what I'm saying? So with David Rockefeller and the school board and wanting a nation of thinkers, a nation of workers, not thinkers, they wanted control. They want to maintain control. The rich people, elite people, they don't want to have to work. They don't want to work. They want to manage people, human resources. They don't want to work. They want you to do the work. They want to manage you. You know what I'm saying? Because even though this world will make you think that money is wealth, health is the ultimate wealth. Health. And if these people can spend their lives enjoying themselves while making you do the work, then they're the ones that are rich. You understand what I'm saying? They can give you money. They can print money all day. They don't give a fuck about that. You know what I'm saying? They care about the time that they spend doing the things they love with their family members, building businesses, taking off time, whatever. Y'all don't see them CEOs and such, right?
Babies, all type of shit.
They don't want to do that grunt work. They want somebody to get somebody else to do it. Ain't that one of the 48 laws of power, right? Do as little as possible. Try to get everybody else to do it as much as possible. You do less as possible, right? So now take that with the generational approach. These people want to make sure that they're not ever in a position where they have to get out and work. So what they'll do is they'll fund the school board. They'll put the people on the school board that push the same agendas. What you're looking at the school board level is the same shit that the administration just did. Donald Trump's administration just did. That's why all of those fucking pedophiles and people who've been on the island are now in the administration and got roles and positions of power. Because they got a common goal. The common goal is to keep that goddamn list hidden. And that's why you got people like Pam Body. And like the shit that everybody is literally saying, this isn't right. If this is anybody else, y'all will release this shit. Why are these people being able to stay hidden so long? There's nobody else that would put up this kind of, nobody else could be able to put up this kind of defense by themselves. These files would have already hit the light. We've been talking about this shit for years now. But still, in March of 2026, we still haven't seen 97% of these files. You think that's an accident?
Yeah, no.
This is
Purpose.
organized. This is organized crime.
At the highest level.
This it really is. It's organized crime. This is what I was saying about Rico. I wasn't bullshitting. This nigga is running a Rico. And here's the part that I think that everybody is going to get to eventually. And I don't want to be the one to be like, I told you so when it happens. But you heard it here. Trump has been robbing the American people since he stepped foot in office. They're going to find out with all of this money that's supposed to have been there, there is no money. They've been spending money on dumb shit. They have been spending money on dumb shit. They're saying that they don't have money for healthcare, right? But they just spent $90 billion on lobster. Did y'all see it? Oh, I'm gonna show y'all. Watch this. Hold on.
$90 billion. Who you think kidnapped Chelsea Clinton?
No. I'm gonna show you. Your end of the year spree. Reports found the Department of Defense spent $93 billion in September of 2025, with 50% occurring in the final 5 business days, including $22 million. I'll leave that alone. Y'all see that? So every time you look at your check and you trying to figure out what the fuck Uncle Sam's doing with your money, steak and lobster.
Damn.
Gosh darn it.
$22 million fucking dollars
On steak. Oh my Lord.
Son, I'm not even spending $50 on steak and lobster. 22 million is insane. Shit, Obama pushing 60K in hot dogs, so it's cool.
Critics highlighted USAID funds, including $50 million for condoms. $50 million in condoms? Boy.
Oh, you know they going crazy.
Mm.
There's not better ways to spend this fucking money. 50 million?
They spent $50 million
in condoms?
I mean, was it at least Trojan?
In condoms? What kind of pussy is worth fucking $22 million, bro? I mean, $50 million at that. Hell, shit, they make the 22 look like at least you got a discount. Boy, $50 million in condoms?
Who are they fucking?
Y'all ain't got nothing else better to do than fucking? 50 million in condoms? Did everybody in the military get 5?
Yeah. Nigga, they feeding the country with these rubbers.
The Boston Tea Party started over no taxation over without representation. And god damn it, $50 million in condoms. Bitch, do I get a say so?
And I wonder where that money is coming from.
Oh, you know where it's coming from. You see your check. But no, that actually happened. They're trying to say from Biden. Let's talk about the shit that happened in 2025 of September. Nigga, $22 million in steak and motherfucking lobster? That's what they doing with our money, y'all. That's what they doing with our money, y'all. This nigga's homeless. This nigga's homeless. They didn't fuck. Listen, September 2025. I want y'all to understand something. Do y'all remember the government shutdown?
Mm-hmm. The fake down
that happened a couple months later. We just had a government shutdown in October and November last year. Remember? Mm-hmm. This shit happened in September. They spent $22 million.
Yeah.
This is the kind of shit they doing to us, bro. This is what I'm saying. This is that playing in our face, bro. They playing in our face. You can't name one necessary, urgent reason that's valid as to why we need to spend on steak and lobster. Nigga, the goddamn soldiers were having to line up in the food lines. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
They had steak and lobster a couple months ago, 22 mil. Bro, I'm done. I done had it with these criminals, bro. I done fucking had it, bro. It's playing in our face, bro. That's all I'm saying. Like, can we just call it for what the fuck it is? Yo, these people are beyond corrupt, bro. They're beyond corrupt. And they don't even care to make it look like it's legitimate anymore. And so now, while we're at war, that's not really at war. That's supposed to be an incursion. I got two questions. What's the objective? Right? And two, when is it over? Three, how many people gonna have to die before we realize it's been time to call the plug on this bullshit? So to all the people out there, man, who got family in the military, man, I support the troops. I do not support a war though. I support the troops because I know everybody got a job. I know everybody got to do what they do, and a lot of the people out there, they just out there because they're trying to make opportunities happen that they weren't awarded. You know what I'm saying? Some of the people, the only way they've been able to get out of their hometown is they joined the military. Some of these people, they didn't come from troubled backgrounds. They either had to go to the military, go to jail, or end up in hell. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these people, bro, just didn't have opportunities to go to college, and this was gonna pay their bill to be able to do whatever the fuck they wanted to do, you know, after they get out. But now they're heading into a senseless war behind a pedophile, a man with low integrity and morals, no ethics, no integrity at all. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad. So my heart goes out to him. You know what I'm saying? It's a bad way to go out. You know what I'm saying? Just being real with you. It's a bad way to go out. But you know, I appreciate y'all for taking that sacrifice because I can't. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's gonna be the end of our show tonight, man. I'm gonna let everybody do their exits. It's a couple of minutes early, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let everybody do their exits, man, like we always do. Marley first, Big Ben Moss second, and I'll end at the end. Here we go.
First, margarita. All right, chat. Listen out, y'all. Listen. Today, nothing was encrypted. Everything was point blank, straight to the period. You had names, faces, even some images in your head of what it could look like. I asked everybody pray for Israel, pray for whoever y'all pray to. Just pray. Also, you can't call people bald anymore. It's a sexual harassment.
What?
So that.
What?
See you next year. See you next week.
What?
I sent it to you.
It's sexual harassment to call people bald now?
I sent it to you.
Nigga, what am I?
I don't know.
Huh.
Lucky you got hair.
That's crazy. I might have to check that out. Yeah.
Welcome back to the show, everybody, man. Thank y'all for coming out. The way of the world, bro. It is not in your best interest to not be and do not be informed. Ignorance is bliss. Is not okay. Because there's things in the world that are happening that are affecting you daily. You don't even know. And you not knowing doesn't mean that it's not gonna affect you just the same like everybody else. I'm tired, y'all. I ain't even got the jokes for out of that. I'm tired, bro. Like I don't know, cause some got a shape, but y'all stay prayed up out here, bro. Make sure you floss twice a day. And scrape your tongue when you brush your teeth, so your breath don't smell like dookie shoots. Yeah. Yeah, Duke the shoes. No bad breath. Can't do that. That is all.
All right, y'all. So I was gonna say it's the bald headed one, but y'all probably see that. But you can't say it now because apparently it's sexual harassment. So whatever. It's no offense. I ain't gonna file charges on you. Anyway, that's where we got to though. Apparently, common sense is under threat. It's now openly acceptable to just be dumb as fuck. So far to the point that the fucking president of the United States has no goddamn intelligence, but we still have people that follow him. Not only that, we've got people who are just like him who still, no matter how far in deep shit we get, can't just admit that maybe it might be better to just admit we were wrong. You probably know him as MAGA. Other than that, y'all, listen, it's probably gonna get worse before it gets better. And regardless of your political affiliation or wherever you might be in this world, I pray for your safety. I pray that you and your family are well protected, and that over the next coming days and months, man, y'all grow closer and closer together. I mean, yeah, we be very candid on the show. We're very outspoken because here in America, until they remove it, we still have the freedom of speech. And Trump's working at that. So while that's still a right that we still can enjoy, and thank you to those who have sacrificed so that we can still enjoy it, it's for those same reasons that we don't just ignore what's going on in today's time. Those people didn't die in vain. And I do believe that a lot of those people who fought for what they fought in would be less than pleased with what this country has became as of now. With that being said, they fought for us to even be here. So to everybody who happens to be in the armed forces, my heart goes to you and your family. You know what I'm saying? I know it's uncertain times. And if you do get that call, man, just know that we back here in the homeland, we appreciate you. We're sorry about the unfortunate events that you had that caused you out there, you know, and we hope that you make it back safely. We're going to try to do our part in November, though, if we got the opportunity to do, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to encourage those that who can get out and do the same thing. I think it's on us to all agree collectively that it's got to be a better way to do whatever the fuck we're doing right now, because this ain't it. All right. So if you got ideas on how we can get that done, you know, in a productive manner, we welcome to hear your comments, and please catch us every Thursday here on the High Counsel. If we're not going to be here, we try to make it known on our other social medias, such as Facebook. So go follow the No Offense Network there. Go follow Instagram, the No Offense Network. And y'all make sure y'all follow my co-guest here, my co-host, Big Baby Mall and 420 Marley G. I know 420 Marley G is on Twitch, Big Baby Mall. Y'all can check him out on all platforms, including YouTube. And we appreciate everybody's time. You know what I'm saying? We don't take y'all for granted. We know you could have been anywhere else, but y'all decided to be here with us. So we hoping that we see you next time. And until that time, you stay blessed. We're going to be out. Peace.